In flowery July upon Healy's proud height, as the plovers come from the morass, as southward the cuckoo is taking her flight, and the corncrakes are deep in the grass. The swallows and swifts were aloft in the air, and the starling was feeding her young. The milkmaid was tending her cattle with care, and the haymakers cheerfully sung. The maidens of Burnley in satins or silks are pretty, I freely confess, but give me the maid who is neatly arrayed in a beautiful calico dress. You may praise the Italian ladies in vain, and the maidens of France or Peru, or worship the languishing beauties of Spain, and the blushing Caucasians too. But she who I love has an eye like a sloe, her cheeks are like roses in June, so graceful each step as she trips like a doe, and her ruby red lips are in tune. The maidens of Burnley in satins or silks are pretty, I freely confess, but give me the maid who is neatly arrayed in a beautiful calico dress. Though of print was embroidered with care, and the flowers on her bosom were sweet. The zephyrs waved gently her dark curly hair, and the buttercups bloomed at her feet. As dew from the daisies she carelessly dashed, the young men were all seized with surprise. How sweetly she smiled, and what mischief she flashed with a glance of her dark golden eyes. The maidens of Burnley in satins or silks are pretty, I freely confess, but give me the maid who is neatly arrayed in a beautiful calico dress. Maidens of Burnley in satins or silks are pretty, I freely confess, but give me a maid who is neatly arrayed in a beautiful calico dress. Should fortune or friendship compel me to roam, or a thirst after changes constrain, I would still call the banks of old Healy my home, and I'd sing of its beauties again. Sweet gardens of roses or fine cultured bowers may delight some poor soul to possess. But give me old Healy bedecked with wildflowers and a maid in the calico dress. The maidens of Burnley in satins or silks are pretty, I freely confess. But give me the maid who is neatly arrayed in a beautiful calico dress. The maidens of Burnley in satins or silks are pretty, I freely confess. But give me the maid who is neatly arrayed in a beautiful calico dress.